Joining me now is Mr. Bismillah Pashtun Mal. He is a freelance journalist in the Zabul province in south of Afghanistan, bordering Pakistan, to speak about the escalating situation between the two countries. Bismillah, thank you so much for joining me. Pakistani airstrikes inside Afghanistan. You are living in a nearby province where it all happened. How are Afghan people in your region responding to the Pakistani operation?
Thanks, Jinan, for your time. It's my pleasure to be with you.
Thank
Yes, actually, while today morning people woke up from the sleep, they heard a sudden news that Pakistan Air Forces violated Afghan sovereignties and conducted airstrike in Burmal district of Paktika province and in Spera district of Khost province on 3 different locations. It was not what Afghan people expected in this holy month of Ramadan from our neighboring countries. So this make people a little bit surprised that why this is happening so suddenly while there are good relations between two nations and between two countries. Later, when the details were disclosed that all the victims were civilians, including 3 children and 3 women, so the people got a little bit angry that why in this month of Ramadan Pakistan attack Afghan sovereignty in countries.
Now, Pakistan says that they are targeting elements of the Pakistani Taliban, the TTP, who are wanted in Pakistan and are hiding in Afghanistan. What do you know about that?
Actually, it's like a long time allegation between two sides since the Taliban took control of Afghanistan in August 2021. Since that time, the Pakistani government is blaming Taliban in Afghanistan for harboring and providing sanctuaries to TTPs. But mostly like the burden between Afghanistan and Pakistan, which is not accepted by Afghan government, in the call it Dioran line, it's a long and porous border. The people from the same tribes are living on both sides of this line. They wear the same clothes, they have the same tradition, and they have like the same figures. So you cannot say who is like from Pakistani side or who is from Afghani sides. They are both the same people, the same language, the same clothes, the same uniform. And mostly in this tribal area, people are also carrying guns and weapons for their own safeties. So that's not mean that people who are living in this area are having guns for their safety or TTP. But the Pakistani claim that they targeted TTP is not true. Like this year, they have killed a TTP commander named Abdullah Shah. And later during the day, he came on social media and published a video that he was alive, not in Afghan side, but was active with his group on other side of the Dioran line in Waziristan. So that like, they hit any training camp or hideout of this militant outfit. The people who were displaced during the decades ago operation by Pakistan were displaced to this side of the Dioran line, and the victims were all civilian displaced people and children and women.
I saw on Twitter that you posted a video of fighting between Afghan forces and Pakistani forces on the border between the countries. Do you think the situation might escalate?
Actually, there were two kind of response from Afghan side. The Taliban denounced this attack by their spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid. And later during the day, Taliban Foreign Ministry summoned the Pakistani charge affair or the ambassador to the ministry and hand over the letter of criticism about this attack. And at the same time, Taliban defense ministries responded militarily to this aggression of Pakistan by firing mortars and shells to Pakistani checkposts, which are located on a Dioran line. And according to some Pakistani media report, at least one Pakistani army officer was killed and 2 were wounded in this attack. The people on Afghan side in Dandipatan district of Paktia provinces, Pakistani side also used heavy guns and artilleries to respond to this counterattack of Taliban. In some people on both sides of Dioran line evacuated their villages and home for the safety. For the time being, I think both sides had what they wanted. And I think there might be no another further escalation to the situation on the Dioran line. But I heard from the people when I talked to them in Paktika and Khost province that the Taliban border troops are on standby in looking for further instruction from Kabul and higher management. So if the aggression by Pakistan continue and there is no any diplomatic solution or agreement between two sides, it's possible for further engagement between troops. But for the time being, I think it's ended. Since late afternoon, we didn't hear any fire exchange between two sides.
Bismillah Pashtun Mal, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good time.